Dear students, today we discuss about the next form of business organization, cooperative society. In this cooperative society, today's discussion on the meaning and introduction to cooperative society. Dear students, in the previous class, we have discussed about Hindu undivided family business and Hindu undivided family. And regarding Hindu undivided family and Hindu undivided family business, the meaning of Hindu undivided family and the meaning of Hindu undivided family business, and the features of Hindu undivided family business. So these topics we have discussed in the previous class. Now let us move on another form of business organization, that is cooperative society. Cooperative means the voluntary association of members. The voluntary association of members, voluntary gathering, not by force, right? So here the voluntary association of members join together, invest the money and start the business for rendering services to public. That is the meaning of cooperative society. The cooperative society, a voluntary association of members join together, invest the money and start a business for rendering services to the public rather than earning profit is called cooperative society. Example, milk producers cooperative society, right? In our locality or villages itself, right? We can see and we get the service and we access the service from the milk producers cooperative societies. Means farmers, they deposit milk in a milk producers cooperative society and they get the benefit. The best example for the cooperative society, milk producers cooperative society, farmers cooperative society. See, in India, many farmer cooperative societies have been functioning for rendering best services to the farmers, means selling seeds, fertilizers, pesticides to the farmers, means required things and required products to the farmers at reasonable prices or best prices. And district central cooperative bank, DCC bank, the best example for the cooperative society, right? There are so many cooperative societies in India for providing best services to the needy, for providing best services to the underprivileged, for providing best services to the farmers, for providing best services to rural India, for providing best services to poor people. Cooperative societies have been functioning. The main objective of cooperative society, that is providing best services rather than earning profit, and the next objective, avoiding middlemen, avoiding brokers, avoiding commission. So here, connecting products directly to the customer, connecting products directly to the farmer without any middleman. That is the main objective of cooperative societies. Dear students, to start cooperative societies, minimum 10 members are required. Minimum 10 members. Minimum 10 members are required. Here minimum 10 members means adults. Adults means to start cooperative societies, minimum 10 members are required. This is mandatory. And there is a criteria for that. There is a principle for that. There is a consideration, that is the age factor. The age of members must be 18. or more than 18. So here minors are not allowed. Minors are prohibited to enter into the cooperative society because the members of the cooperative societies, they must purchase the share. They must purchase the share, means the voluntary association of members join together, purchase the shares and invest the money to start a business. So this is one of the very important factor, that is to start cooperative societies minimum 10 members are required, and the age factor, that is minimum 18 years adults, not to the minor. That is one of the very important aspect to be considered to start cooperative society. And cooperative societies are non-government, but controlled by government, funded by government, and government provides assistance to the cooperative societies because the motto of cooperative society is service. Do remember, what is the motto of cooperative society? Service. Service, rendering services to the public. Hence, this is non-government but controlled by government, regulated by government, and cooperative societies must follow the rules and regulations of the government, and registration is compulsion. Means to start cooperative society minimum 10 members are required, and the 10 members, they should give written consent to the registrar to get the registration for the cooperative society. Without registration, cooperative societies cannot function. So as per the Cooperative Societies Act of 1912, do remember Cooperative Societies Act has amended in the year 1912. As per the Cooperative Societies Act of 1912, registration is compulsion. Registration is compulsion to the cooperative societies. Registration is compulsion. So cooperative societies, what is cooperative society? The very important, cooperative societies are non-government organizations but controlled by the government, and cooperative societies must get the registration, must get registered under Cooperative Societies Act of 1912. For the registration, the 10 members, they must give written consent to the registrar, and to start cooperative societies minimum 10 adult members are very important. Adult members means their age must be more than 18 or 18 or more than 18. Minors are not allowed. Next, what is cooperative society? A voluntary association of members join together, invest the money, purchase the shares and start the business for rendering services to the public rather than earning profit. Then what is the main objective or motto of cooperative society? Service. Service is the main motive. Then principle of cooperative society. Actually, cooperative society runs business. Cooperative society runs business on this principle. Let me mention that each for all, each for all for each. Each for all and all for each. This is the principle of cooperative society. So all cooperative societies in India, means consumer cooperative society, producers cooperative societies, farmers cooperative societies, housing cooperative societies, right? All type of cooperative societies functioning or running based on this principle, means each for all for each. Each for all means the members of cooperative societies, related to that members, each one of the member in the cooperative society for all means rendering services to all, and all the members of cooperative society to rendering services to each one of them. That is each for all, each and every member to all, and all the members to render service to each one of them. That is each for all and all for each. This is the principle of cooperative society. And do remember, in a cooperative society is democratic management. Democratic management means here there is no rule of thumb decision making process. Means rule of thumb means autocratic. So to take decisions, all the members means all the shareholders, they sit, they share their opinion and they formulate plans, and finally decisions are taken in cooperative societies. Hence democratic means sharing of opinion, collective opinion method. So collective opinion means collecting opinion from all the members and finally decisions are taken. That is the democratic management. Democratic management. Democratic management. Next, in cooperative societies, to elect president, right? So elections are conducted. The members, they conduct elections to select the secretary. So here in a cooperative societies, all the members, they get voting rights. Each and every person get the voting rights, right? Each and every member will get the voting right. And the principle related to the voting, right? One person, one vote. Related to voting power, one person, one vote, irrespective of the number of shares purchased. Irrespective of number of shares purchased or irrespective of amount invested, right? One person, one vote. This is the principle, voting principle of cooperative society. Dear students, cooperative societies functioning in India or the establishment of cooperative societies for providing services to the public. I mean providing required products, required things to the people at best prices. And the main objective of cooperative society, rendering services to the public rather than earning profit. Profit is secondary, but first priority or importance for rendering services. Next, cooperative societies principle, each for all and all for each. Then voting principle of cooperative society, one person, one vote. And Cooperative Societies Act was passed in the year 1912. And to start cooperative society, minimum 10 members are required. 10 members means 10 adult members. Adult members means the member, I mean the each and every member age must be 18 or more than 18. This is about cooperative society. What is cooperative society? A voluntary association of members join together, invest the money, purchase the shares and start the business for rendering services to the public rather than earning profit is called cooperative societies. Thank you my dear students. Thanks for watching. Do share, subscribe and comment.